Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. In this episode, I think I'm gonna go for the slime gods and try to finally craft the Knight's Edge. After looking at the boss log, I realized that I hadn't defeated the giant clam yet. So immediately I went into the underground desert to find the sunken sea. There in the underground desert, I did find this cool looking shrine thing. I forgot that Calamity spawned these. I, of course, made sure the chest wasn't trapped by removing every single piece of cactus, like it could fall on me. And opening the chest, there wasn't anything good in it anyway, so it wasn't really worth it. But as soon as I got to the sunken sea, I found the giant clam immediately and went to kill it with my knives. The knives made quick work of the clam's HP. I have no idea where I got these things from. Well, I know where. They're from the dungeon, but they are so useful in taking out bosses. Almost makes me want to do rogue. Then looked around the sunken sea to try to find a lab, which I didn't find the lab somehow, so eventually I just gave up looking for it. I found a teleportation potion that I used that spawned me right in the middle of the jungle, which was actually a good thing because I hadn't defeated Queen Bee yet, and I wanted to do that. As I was placing torches in the surrounding area, I spawned right next to a hive, which was good, and then there's all the flat open terrain, so I just decided to make a running path that I could run back and forth on. As soon as I had the path down, I broke into the hive. Got annoyed by all of those annoying bees, and found the spawner. Luckily not in the honey, or I probably would have hit it on accident. I got my healing potion ready and used a few buffs to get ready for the fight. The queen bee was pretty easy. I mean, I just kept my range and used I have no idea how to say the blades to kill it. After defeating Queen Bee, I decided to craft some lightning boots and then instantly turn them into frostbite boots. After that, I looked at the boss list and realized that Crabulon was the next boss. So obviously, instead of doing that, I procrastinated about it and went to the jungle to set up some pylons. I then just messed around on the other side of the world for a bit, trying to wait for the Dryad and the Witch Doctor to move in, which they didn't for some reason. So I kind of just gave up on that and went to craft the spawner. After crafting the spawner, I went over to the alchemist to get some potions, and then went down the elevator to fight Crabulon. I cleared out the mushroom biome and fought him. The blade does so much damage to him, I basically just killed him instantly. Then I went to the corruption to fight the hive mind. placed 2 long rows of snow blocks over a giant pit and the corruption to run across. And I kid you not, I waited 2 in-game days for the hive mind summon to spawn in. It took way too long, but eventually, while I was going back to the corruption, my little guys, my little skeletons, started hitting something. They just kept hitting it, and I realized it was the summon. The hive mind was actually a pretty interesting boss. I haven't fought it before, because I didn't used to play with a boss checklist mod, so I didn't even know it was a boss. But it was pretty easy. It was kind of like a corruption brain of Cthulhu. Anyway, I then started getting everything ready for the slime god summon. I tried to buy the stuff to summon it at the operator, but I couldn't. I then waited in the underground corruption for the corrupted slimes to spawn to try to get the corrupted gel, and I found another one of the hive mind summons, and I was a bit too late on the teleport, so it summoned in again, and then I had to fight it in the desert, which it was enraged, but I think it just enrages out of the corruption, because it was the same fight. At least I felt like it was. Eventually, though, I got to the corruption. I found the last slime that I needed to craft the slime god summon. So I mined down to it and killed it and got ready to fight probably one of the last bosses before the wall. I then crafted the summon and summoned the slime gods at my base. And this fight was actually pretty fun, and I just want to say, whoever made the music for this fight, props to you. This is so good. Listen to this. Finally, once the slime gods were defeated, I threw in all of my swords and the gel that they dropped, and finally crafted the Night's Edge. That's gonna be all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.